Hi, welcome to my latest video. This video is about Daldinia Concentrica, which is the Tinder fungus, or commonly known as King Alfred's cake. Okay, and you can find them quite small, and then as they grow they become reasonably large, as you can see here. They tend to grow on dead wood, mostly ash wood, and when you find them they're dark in colour and quite smooth on the surface, but as they dry they become more wrinkled. You have to dry them in order to use them, and I keep mine in this just a cotton bag to keep them dry. And throughout this video I'm just going to show you a few different techniques for using them to ignite a fire. Okay, so we've got the fire steel, a chemical lighter, a fire piston, and the common cigarette lighter. So we'll start off with the fire steel. And you're going to need a fire steel or ferrochromium rod and something to strike it with, so I'm just using a penknife here. And then obviously your Tinder fungus. Now they grow on the side of trees. They can grow quite high up on the trees, and a good identifying mark is the concentric rings which run through them. This is the annual growth rings of them. And just for demonstration purposes I'm just going to cut off a small piece. And take my fire steel. Fire steels are a good source of ignition. They work really well on this Tinder fungus. Also, it doesn't matter if you get them wet, so I prefer them to matches for that reason, really. And as you can see, it ignites very quickly. And you can see where it gets its other common name, which is the coal fungus. As you can see, it burns like coal, and just a small piece like this will burn for a good couple of minutes. Next we're going to look at chemical ignition. This will take two chemicals mixed together, but you need a source of tinder to actually produce a flame. I won't tell you which chemicals these are because you can research it yourself, and I don't really want to give out that information in case young people are watching this video. Chemical ignition is a good way to start a fire, but you're not necessarily going to have access to those chemicals on a prolonged scale. This was an experiment. I've never actually tried it with this fungus before, so what you see on this video is my first attempt and trial to see if it would work. I'm just really testing the durability of this tinder, really. So just sprinkle a little bit of powder on there, and the liquid chemical, and just mix those together. As you can see, it did actually work quite well. The one thing I will mention about Daldinia Concentrica is that it does produce quite a strong smelling smoke. I wouldn't think it was particularly good for you, but so you might want to do it in a well ventilated place. And the fire piston, this is a commercially made fire piston, which is quite hard to find here in the UK, but I managed to get hold of one. This is a great piece of kit, really, in my opinion. You know, it's not going to run out like the fire steel, it's not going to wear down so quickly. And all you need to do is find some form of tinder, and as you'll see in this video, this is a great thing to use in it, really. So in the end of the fire piston, there's a small hole. You just press some of it into that. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the fire piston, it works on a similar principle to your car piston. So it just compresses it, and as that compresses, it produces heat. And there we go, it ignites the tinder in the end. And the common gas lighter, it's a modern tool for lighting fire, but why not use it? The whole principle of you know, survival and bushcraft, if you wish to call it that, is that we use what's available to us. So if you have a lighter handy, then why not use it? If your hands are cold, it's an ideal thing to use. And the idea behind using it to light the Fungus is that will give you a prolonged source of heat, so you won't use up the gas in your lighter so quickly. So there we have it, Daldinia Concentrica. I think it's an excellent tinder. And certainly worth having.